Have you ever wondered if social media could really work for your type of business? Is it still relevant today, or was it a flash in the pan kind of trend? Today, I'm going to share with you the advantages and the disadvantages of social media marketing. And be sure to stay until the end because I'm going to share where 71% of consumers shopped for their holiday presents last year, and it might surprise you. My name is Elise Darma, and I am an elder millennial here to help you bridge the gap between the pre-internet world, the corporate world, and today's digital marketing world. And today we're going to dive into the good and the bad of social media. You're probably watching this wondering, can social media really drive growth for my business? I mean, followers and popularity are great, but can social media actually drive sales? I've worked with thousands of business owners in nearly every niche under the sun. Just to name a few: a Botox doctor, a baby sleep specialist, bar instructors, artists, vocal coaches, even business owners who sell plants online. Yes, really. And before you think that these business owners had huge followings or were internet famous and that's the only way they could grow, the fact is most of them had under 1,000 followers on Instagram. In fact, Sarah from Petite Soleil Studio made $11,000 back to her business with just 800 followers. And her business wasn't even a year old yet. So can social media really work for your business? It's a resounding yes! I have seen time and time again that social media is an amazing free tool to help you generate visibility to your business, engage with potential customers, create leads back to your business, and even close sales, all while establishing you as an authority in your space. All of that said, what are the disadvantages of social media? Because I know I'm biased, but I'll be truthful with you. There are some disadvantages to using social media to grow your business.
She gave me some bad news, man.
Social media, and Instagram specifically, can be a major disadvantage to your energy if you're using it incorrectly. By this, I mean content creation. I often see business owners burned out because they're on the content hamster wheel, because all platforms want more and more and more content, and today that typically means video. Video takes a ton of time to make. And so if you're trying to please all the platforms and just run like a little hamster on a wheel, you're eventually gonna get tired. I also see this with business owners when they don't really know what works, so they just throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it sticks. This is another path to burnout because that wall's gonna get dirty really fast.
You find it's better to stand up against the wall?
All this to say, you need to be intentional and strategic with your social media efforts to actually see results and to not burn out. I speak from personal experience here. As a business owner since 2013, I've experienced burnout at least twice. And during the summer of 2019, that's when I was seriously considering shutting my business down, because I felt like I wasn't growing, and yet I was producing so much content and there were no results for it. And in fact, I even had this conversation with my boyfriend at the time, and he said,
"What would it look like if you quit it all and went back to work?"
You don't want that, do you?
Of course, I hated the idea of that, but it forced me to get real. It forced me to really look at what was wrong in my business. And there was one day when I was riding my bike around Toronto, where I was living at the time. It was summer and the weather was beautiful, and I was just thinking, summers are so nice here, they make the Canadian winters worth it. And then I started thinking about business seasons. Maybe my business was just in a season of being static. Maybe that was true. And then I thought, maybe my business needs something really specific right now, and my content is just not serving that. And that's when I realized the seasons method. I realized that my business, just like the weather, went through seasons. And the seasons cycled, meaning visibility. I needed followers to know about my business and my brand. And then once I had followers, I needed engagement. I needed to know what they wanted from me, what they were looking for. After I had that answer, I could then generate leads. I could turn those followers into leads. And once I had leads, I can convert those leads into sales. Those are the 4 seasons of business. And the epiphany moment I had that day was that my Instagram content creation efforts were not matching to what my business needed the most. That's why I burned out. I was doing all the things on Instagram. I was using all the features, but they weren't ultimately serving what my business needed the most in that moment. So yes, one major disadvantage of using social media to grow your business is the time it can take if you're not using it strategically.
We just stayed up all night talking on the internet.
Another disadvantage is one that I touched on, and it's the fact that all platforms are moving more and more towards video. And I know that video can take so much more time to create. It takes a lot more effort than just posting a stock photo, but the results you get from video are so worth it. So with all that said, with all the advantages and the disadvantages when it comes to social media, what do you as the business owner focus on today? We know statistically that videos are going to give you the most engagement, the most reach, and the most bang for your buck. So if you're feeling burned out, this is your permission, I'm giving it to you right now, to not do all of the things on Instagram, not use all the features, just focus on the video-based features. And by that, I mean Instagram Reels and Instagram Stories. Now, if you're with me and you want to follow my advice and you want to make more videos, the one thing I don't want you to do is make one video at a time. That is what's going to take hours of your day every single day. I don't want you to do that. We got to be efficient here. And the best way to be efficient, especially when it comes to your Instagram Reels, is to batch create. Now, I have done an entire series on how you can quickly and easily make up to 30 Reels in one film session. Check out this video right here to watch the series. Now, speaking from personal experience, I know that one of the major disadvantages of growing on Instagram specifically is that the more you grow, the less people see your content. And this was a mistake I made back when I hit 10,000 followers, 20, 30,000. I was obsessed with the vanity metrics. I just wanted to be Insta famous. And I even tried being an influencer for a little while there, where I'd go to Bali and spin around in the rice fields in dresses. But the thing is, this was a mistake because growth was great. I was hitting 30, 40,000 followers, but fewer people were seeing my posts as I grew. And the mistake was that as I was growing, I wasn't nurturing relationships and I wasn't collecting emails.
You have 81 new emails.
Those email addresses would have been super valuable to collect as I was growing, because anyone who gives you their email address is considered a lead, at least in my business today. So even if you're starting small today, even if you have 100 followers, maybe a few hundred followers, that is actually an advantage because majority of your followers will see your content as you're growing. And don't make my mistake. Don't grow without nurturing relationships and collecting leads. That way, when you hit 10,000 followers and not so many people are seeing your content, you're not gonna stress about it because you've grown those relationships and generated those leads along the way. With all that said, I wanna leave you with this last major advantage of social media, and I hope this is the point that pushes you over the edge to invest in social media for your business. According to Four, 71% of consumers shopped for their holiday gifts not in stores, not online, but on Instagram. Instagram was the #1 place that consumers turned to for holiday gift ideas. Think about that. If you're ready to invest in social media for your business and specifically your Instagram marketing strategy, I've got another video ready to go for you right here. I'll see you there.